Alright, today in this video I'm going to show you guys how to put together a walk-in ornament. I'm going to show you guys how to install the door section of it. Putting these sections together is the same all the way around. So the process I'm about to show you here, you just repeat it every section to put this together with it. Alright. So me personally, I'm going to start with this easiest step. This will get every one of your poles lined up. Very simple, throw that through there. You're going to have one there, and then you're going to have one at the bottom. Put it together. We're going to get an impact. It does always help to have two people, one on the inside, one on the outside.
And make sure like this you do not squeeze your light. There you go.
Make sure your lights are on the outside of it. And just like he said, it is crucial that if you have any light strands in the way of where a bolt goes, that you move it out of the way. If you do cinch it down on that wire, there's a very good chance that it will mess up your lights. Okay. What you're going to need now is you're going to need an impact drill with a 1/2-inch socket, or you can use a ratchet with a 1/2-inch socket, or just a 1/2-inch wrench, whichever is available to you. We are going to use the impact. Just kind of tighten it up. I would prefer going down, not tightening too hard, just snug to where you know it's not going to get away from you. Alright. Like I said, we will do the same thing on this door and the other sections to this thing. And you will have, you're going to need a ladder for this part. You're going to have two more bolt holes on each side. And for this process, I would get someone who is slightly taller than the average person, if that's available to you. If not, you're going to need a very large ladder. And have them be fairly strong, because you may have to pull the frame in just a little bit, but not too much.
And then once you're up here, there will be a 3-way splitter for your power. And the male connection of the door piece was hooked into the 3-way splitter. Make sure you lock it in. And we leave no extra wiggle room for the wires, so you don't have to stretch it as far. So we will send you zip ties so you can zip tie to the top to hide it. And once you get your door installed and all the lights are on, the next step is to power the roof lights. You have a power source that will plug in the extension cord, and you can run this cord alongside the back like the other power, and that will turn on the roof light of the door.
Putting the cap on, you're going to need one guy to hand it up to another guy's going to be on a ladder. When they hand it up, the guy on the ladder needs to look for that label right there. This is A5. There's another label at the very top of the ring that matches up to, line up with. Now, get this, pick it up. For this stage as well, I would keep that very tall, fairly strong person around for this stage as well.
Alright, so when you put the topper on, there'll be a corresponding letter and number. You just line them up, and once these are lined up, the bolt holes should be lined up. You just get you a 2.5 inch tent bolt. Stick it in. And then before you tighten this one down, I would go ahead and push the other bolt inside. It'll be on the opposite side of the first one. You may have to spin it around a little bit so the holes match up. And you get your impact drill. And then once again, the male connection of this, the topper, will connect to this same 3-way splitter as the door section. All of these connectors will be corresponded with colored zip ties. And make sure you lock your lights in. This power connector will power the smaller lights on the inside, and the power for the rope lights, it will come down on the outside and run straight down to the main power. Alright, for the main power of this, there will be multiple power sources that you will need. The first one is a 100 watt power supply. You need to hook that up to your own power source. And this 100 watts will power all the little lights within the walk-in ornament. And then the 100 watt power supply is connected to some extensions that is ran up the entire piece and connected to a 3-way splitter, which will split between all the sections. And then you will need another power source for an extension wire. This extension wire run up the side of this one and run to the rope lights of the top piece. You need to connect it right here. Once again, I'd recommend a taller individual do this. So for this extension, at the beginning, it is zip tied flush to the bar, but once you get to the rope light power, since we have to take the top of it off, we cannot zip tie that to the frame itself. So we will add in zip ties so you can zip tie the power cord to the rope light and tie it along the bar. Alright. As I mentioned before, the 100 watt power supply will come up to some extensions to a 3-way splitter. One of these splitter sides will power this section of the lights. The second splitter will power this section of the lights. And the third section of the 3-way splitter, we have a extension hidden along the top. That will come to this 3-way splitter. And this one will power this section, the door section, and the topper piece. We're taking a video here. There ain't no camera for that now.
Thank you guys for watching our walk-in ornaments installation video. We hope it's been helpful to you and hope it helps you with your installation.
Gracias and please not be done.